Hello, this is Rock and Jess World, a podcast about God, love, and marriage and relationships. I'm Rock.
And I'm Jess, and today we're talking about dating in the workplace.
Dating in the workplace, like colleagues, right?
Yeah, like colleagues, anybody you work with, anybody in different departments. Because there's difference. Like you can
Right.
work in an apartment or it can be in your building.
Okay, in your building.
Yeah.
Okay, just talking about work.
Yes.
Because I know there's different forms of work, like jobs, church.
Right.
Some people are getting paid by, I guess, any place that you draw a salary.
Right. Yes. Any place you draw a salary. What if you volunteer?
Yeah, what if you volunteering? We probably should have thought this one a little more clear. Yeah. So let's just deal with just traditional workplace where your 9 to 5 that you
Yes.
go, you getting your bread from,
Yes.
and you go there, you whether you clocking in, logging in, or got to walk in, however
Yes.
they're keeping
I like
track
that.
of your time, your salary,
Yes.
or whatever it is, that place there where
Yes.
your benefits is coming from.
Where you contribute and then they contribute to you.
Wow. Now that we started this, I've thought about how wide this could be.
Yeah.
What if you are running a business and your business partner, does that
Well,
does
I
that
guess that still work
that's
in the
still
workplace.
that still
That's
could
still
be
a
really
form.
bad though.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't planning this. All right, as you all can see, those who are viewing us on YouTube, we added a little, ambience to what we're
Yeah.
doing.
A
Little candlelight
romantical.
here. Yeah. So what had happened was is that we went out. We are at a location here.
Yep.
Me and Jess like to do getaways, and we've decided to start podcasting when we do our getaway.
Yeah.
So of course, most places, and this is kind of like an apartment condo, I believe.
Yes.
Is that the proper term?
Condo.
Anyway, so you can always find a table or something you get everything set up on. So we got a good little setup here. So if the camera's not perfect, y'all, we're not in our studio.
No.
We're not in our regular studio.
Bear with us.
We are somewhere else, but we're podcasters to our heart,
Yes.
So we take a moment to talk about this. So dating in the workplace.
Yes.
Now, I will say this now. If you dating in the workplace, that make work way different.
Yeah,
You
that's
know
true.
what I'm saying? It ain't, you want to get fly. You got somebody, you get what I'm saying?
Coming to work for.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't no regular humdrum. You got somebody that you flexing for.
You don't just roll out the bed.
Because that's the wonderful thing about it when you dating a colleague is that when you go into work, it's not just about that check.
Yes.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Check in the flex.
You try, check and the flex.
I've been hanging around you, haven't I?
You know what I'm saying? And it can be a good thing. It can be a good thing. You get that euphoric feeling. You wake up in the morning like, yeah, I'm ready for work. Start showing up early.
Yep.
You the one brewing the coffee for everybody because you're there way too early.
Right.
Huh. Oh, I know
what y'all do.
I know about it. I get it. I get it. Got that haircut fade, got your little cologne, and start putting it in your desk at work.
That's right.
Because you got to make sure you write all the time.
That's right.
Probably weren't a little bit much.
A refresher, you start refreshing, got your refresh pack.
But then here's the thing. When you're dating, I won't say dating. Let's go a little bit before the dating, if you will. Let's go a little bit before the dating. Like most people who go to work, okay, let's be real about this one thing. Sex is everywhere.
Yeah.
Attraction is everywhere.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
People many times before they know your character, they know your look.
Mm-hmm.
And they always say don't judge a book by its covers. But many times when we first meet people, all we can do is judge the book by the cover.
That's right.
We don't truly know them.
Right.
We don't truly know them. Everybody know a Coke bottle can be filled with poison.
That's right.
What did Belle Biv DeVoe say? That girl.
It's poison. Okay.
I'm glad they said girl. I'm talking to the fellas out there.
Whatever.
The anthem of Belle Biv DeVoe, BBD.
How did they get that way?
That's from the book of BBD them. The 12th chapter. That girl is poison. Everybody know when they hear that snare. Pop, 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 pop. Girl, we already know that was a warning for. Okay, so I'm kidding, but it's a little truth there. Sex is everywhere. So whenever we go to work, you can't help because it's human nature.
Yeah. Right.
When you say it's human nature for you to go to work and you're gonna do your job, but you'll look and be like, oh, he looks nice or she looks nice, blah, blah. And I don't think that it goes all the way to sex for some people because it's dysfunctions there too when people look. And when you're looking at your coworker and all you can see is doggy style or missionary position, that's an issue.
Yes. Yes, it is. That's an issue.
Do you know
Before
it's
you even got there, that's an issue.
you know it's well, because I'm pausing because there is that person. No, I'm gonna go even further. There are those people because men are visual.
Hmm.
Men are visual, and then it comes down to sexual compatibility. I know when we, Lord, I know when we first started this podcast and said we're going to talk about this. It's a lot of things that's coming up now that I didn't plan on coming up. But you know, most guys are visual. We are visually stimulated by
Hmm.
things, so we'll see things. But ladies, what are they stimulated by?
Intellectual, love, things that make you move,
Oh, and
and not
all
in the
of them.
bed.
Oh Lord, we
we're
finna
not
be this
we're not
podcast finna be
driven by the
long.
bed. You got to make my mind move. You got to make me
Okay,
want to.
so it's not so your mind was so it's not the bed, it's the head.
Yes. Wait a
Wait,
minute.
well,
I
wait,
gotta be careful with you. I
listen,
don't know what's going
listen,
on right now.
listen. Church, come back, come back. Listen. So she's just talking about intellectual. But then you know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this because we can say that and that's a wonderful thing to say, Jess. You know, I love you and I appreciate you for your poise and the way you handle things. But some people, ladies, I'll say this, look for intellect, but they look stupidly for intellect.
Yeah.
What about when you are unintelligently looking for intelligence? How do you recognize it?
Well,
How do you recognize it when you are? Because all of us are looking for intelligence based on the prism of our experiences.
right. Yeah.
So when we're looking for intelligence, we're basing that on something. What if what you based it on is stupidity?
How do you know that? If your mind is there, like if that's your mind, that's the mind you operate in every day. How do you know you operate in stupidity?
Okay, let's bring it to this. How do crazy people know they're crazy?
They don't.
They don't.
they
They think
absolutely
they
fine.
think it's something wrong with everybody else.
That's right.
But I know what I know.
Right. That's
You
right.
get what I'm saying? They think there's
Yes.
something wrong with it. All y'all crazy. And
Right.
everybody looking like, no, you been crazy.
Right.
We just kind of deal with you.
Right.
So when we go, I just kind of looking at that, and I won't say, so let's do this to not paint with such a narrow brush. Let's paint with a broader brush for all of our listeners, for all of our
Yes.
viewers. Let's say this: whatever your attraction is, that attraction does not turn off just because you showed up to work.
Yes.
Can we say
Let's
that?
go with that. I like that, John.
All right.
Yes.
All right. And sometimes it's just the respect, and it's it's different things. And I'm gonna say this right here because a lot of a lot of wives and husbands want to believe that about each other. I know my woman go to work, she ain't thinking about nobody but me. Yeah, she is thinking about you, but don't believe that it ain't some art designs on the walls and in desk around that she ain't looked at and been like, oh wow, okay, praise the Lord. She ain't gonna make no
I
moves.
would say depends on the person.
All right.
That could be another podcast, but honestly, it depends on the person.
Okay, so I think we need to do another podcast about how often you think about sex.
Right.
No, not that. Let's do a podcast about what attracts you,
Okay.
because I think that can be, because many people are attracted by very temporary things.
Yeah.
Because if what attracts you to a person is something that is temporary, as life goes on, what are you going to do when that temporary thing is gone?
Yeah.
That means the relationship can no longer last because what it was built on was a permanent decision based on something temporary.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you say that?
Yeah.
So we might need to do that. That might be a good podcast right there.
I like it.
So a good thing about dating at the job, y'all can take lunch break together.
Take lunch break
Girl,
together.
I'm gonna meet you over there. We gonna have, and people really be in love when they be trying to be all romantic in a full 30 minutes.
Yeah. That's true.
What you gonna do in 30 minutes?
I don't know. Is it the speed, like speed dating?
Speed dating?
It is.
It's a form of speed
you gotta
dating.
get everything in 30 minutes. Can we do it?
Here's another thing. People who date at work usually have fans of their relationship.
Yeah. Yeah.
You, without you knowing it, you become that couple at work. What y'all doing now?
Right.
all the single ladies.
Also fans and enemies, though.
Well, yeah, haters
what
too.
do they think they are looking like?
The first time y'all don't do lunch together, somebody gonna say it's trouble in paradise.
Right. Right.
They gonna say it's trouble in paradise. But that's a good. You take your lunch breaks together.
Yeah.
Y'all can leave together sometime. Let it, always when everybody leaving to work, when people leave the job, they getting out of there.
Yep.
I don't care where you work. I ain't never seen nobody leaving work just like, oh, I hate to leave.
Right.
No, most folk finna get out of there.
I'll see y'all later.
But them work couples,
Yeah.
they at the car. What you finna do?
Right.
They making plans. Other folk ready to go home, feed their kids. They got to
they got a
do
life
all
to
kind
live outside of this place.
Right. But I think that's the wonderful thing about it. I'm gonna go even further with that. When you're dating at work, your whole performance gets better.
Yeah, you want to show off.
Yeah,
you want to look at me. You want to look at me all day.
Your drip is on point. Yes,
you're trying to prove a point to the person that you're dating.
Listen, it's a wonderful thing.
Is it productive?
Is it productive?
Yeah.
That's can it be productive? Can it be productive?
I guess it depends. Depends on the
it depends on the individual.
Yeah, on the focus.
It depends on the individual. Now, I will say this. Okay, I will say this. Let's shift to a few things here.
Okay.
So the wonderful thing about having a work relationship is that love is a wonderful thing. Dating is a wonderful thing. But what's bad about it, and I don't even want to go there. I want to say it's a wonderful thing. Love is a wonderful thing. And if you can put that wonderful thing, like people who fall in love at church, they praise God better.
Yeah.
Lord, you knew it.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's fully the one, but he there. He close.
Look at him. He crying over there.
He crying.
I need right there.
Yeah. He crying. Don't know he crying because he on probation or something. You know what I'm saying? You don't know why that brother crying.
Before he came in.
You don't know why he crying. Why he crying? Because his last relationship done keyed up his car.
Right.
He in there crying because
keying up the car at that moment.
Right. So you in it. I believe, and I think that whenever you're in a relationship, it makes that, but you give you something to look forward to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get to play the little games, get to make the little eyes at each other. You start getting that nonverbal communication.
Yeah.
If y'all working in cubicles away from each other, then you stand up and just give them that look, and they already know that look is because this dude named Cedric always borrowing your pencils and don't return them.
Right.
So when Cedric walk up and get a pencil, you give him one, but you look over there at her, and she look back at you like, and y'all done had a whole conversation.
Right.
That whole conversation is, baby, I see him over there. He's so trifling.
Right.
You so nice. I love you.
You over there being all sweet.
You being all sweet.
Advantage.
And Cedric is stupid. He musty. I don't know why you let him use your pencils. Now, all of that went on just from that little glances. You just glanced over that, you know. And I go, Cedric, you look at him like, all right, bro, go on, you can get you one. You good. But you look back at her. You get what I'm saying? You look back like, and she looked back at you like, I see it. He's so trifling. Pencils. He's so broke. What does he do with his money? You know what I'm saying? Why he never had no pencils? And so his name changed from Cedric to Cedric with no pencil. No pencil, Cedric.
Right.
Yeah.
That's that pencil guy.
So I'm just saying, you get to that little communication.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Get that little communication. You can look at him and be like, oh, she hungry. Girl, I got a hot pocket in my desk. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, I'm telling you, that whole thing is a wonderful thing. Girl,
set up.
Girl, I got a hot pocket in my desk. How did you have hot pockets just in your? Wait a minute. I can't say.
How did you even know?
Wait, that's kind of bad because you got to refrigerate hot pockets.
Yeah, you shouldn't put it in your desk. I was gonna let you make it, but we all know hot pockets go in the refrigerator.
Well, listen, he in love. He got her favorite hot pocket over in his hot desk.
And gonna present it that way.
You know what I'm saying? He's gonna give it to her.
And after she's all over it, she's like, okay, so how long has been in your desk?
Right. So here's the thing. To bring it all down to our first point, it can be wonderful. It can be euphoric having that relationship at work.
Yeah.
It really can. It really feels good.
Yeah. It can work. If it's modeled correctly, it can work. It
complements a purpose.
Yeah.
Most folk, I was reading a stat somewhere that talked about most people kill themselves who commit suicide. They commit suicide on Monday morning before it's like 8 something in the morning. Mm-hmm. And that's before most folk go to work.
Yeah.
They want to, no, that's like a real thing. It's a real thing. People who have heart attacks and stuff like that, most of those heart attacks and stuff like that happen on Monday morning.
You got that. You always call it the Monday doom or the case of the Mondays. That's a real thing. That's where it comes from, where people they drown in depression. Like, oh man, I got to get up for this week. Lord. Especially if they don't want to go where they're going. And they going because they have to, not because they want to.
And some people look for some sort of excitement at their job,
Yeah.
so they can. So here, okay, woo, that's a
Oh,
whole nother thing. So you in a relationship, that's your excitement. That makes you look forward to it, especially if y'all not seeing each other on weekends.
Yeah.
Especially if y'all been breadcrumbing each other, and we got a whole nother podcast. Y'all been doing that to each other. You want to find out if it's, that's that excitement. You're like, well, yeah, she'd like to feel my pictures,
Right.
Your boy had his shirt off. She liked it, so
let's see.
Yeah, let's see if it's any hope. Sometimes it's that excitement that make people go to work and just enjoy work a little bit more, And then sometimes it's going to work to hear those, Now let's take it another way here. Many times it's going to work. That excitement is more than just because we talk about Monday mornings now. We're talking about when people don't want to go, what makes them want to go. Having that relationship will make you want to go to work. But not only that, having a good work group of friends. Some people, you want to hear about the lives or their journey over the weekend, things they did over the weekend and stuff like that. So y'all get there on Monday. What you do? I did this, I did that, I did this. Those relationships as well. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think so. I agree.
Just those things. It's all good. Listen. I'm telling you this. When you got a relationship at work, it's good. But let's be serious. How can it be bad?
Oh, it can be really bad. It can go bad fast. I mean, really, because there's so many things. Like, so we're over the Hot Pockets, we're over the flowers, we're over the Cedric getting my pencils and loving all that. The day you decide, this is not for me.
Oh no.
Both don't agree with that.
And sometimes work breakups can be just as bad as full out divorce.
Yeah.
People pick sides, everybody in your business.
Yep.
They ain't meeting at the coffee maker no more. What's going on? She did him wrong. He did her wrong. Getting into all those things right there. And it can be really, really bad. Or more than that. I think that's why most jobs who have I can't remember what they call it, where you can't have relationships. It's an HR thing. Yeah. Where you can't have relationships. The reason they do that is because of the breakups.
Yep. Yeah.
Not because of the love.
On the job, it's a business.
It's because of those breakups.
Yeah.
Because when people break up, they can do the absolute most.
Yep.
Fights.
Yep.
We got people on teams won't talk to each other. Supervisor look up and find out he got 4 teams in one team.
Setting up.
Right.
Setups.
You on your WebEx meeting. You on your WebEx meeting, and whenever somebody start talking, people's eyes start rolling, and you don't know what's going on.
Right.
Guys, I just feel a little morale difference here. Everybody all right?
Right.
Oh, Bob, the supervisor Bob don't know what's going on. Yeah. You got 2 people, especially if they're on the same team.
Right. Oh no.
It's
too much.
A bad thing too, I believe, and we're just gonna bring up a few things here, is for relationships where one is too clingy.
Yeah.
I think that can what can end a relationship is what we talked about the good. This is the bad, where one becomes too clingy.
Yeah.
Like you can't even, you go into the restroom and she watching you. Because you want to go in there, you look over your shoulder like she's looking at, so you just throw your head up, but in the bathroom, you be like, man, she really watching me go to the restroom.
But it's also a mental thing if you thinking that. Maybe it's just a So I can see that.
Yeah. So clingy. You normally eat lunch together, and one day you decide you sit at the table with somebody else, not even thinking about it, and all of a sudden it's a terrible thing.
So we don't eat lunch no more.
Yeah. Oh, that's what we doing? So what I'm gonna do with my sandwich?
Right.
I done already cut it in half with your half over here. Oh, that's how you do.
You can eat if you come eat this sandwich.
Right. Now the whole job messed up because of your sandwich didn't get eaten. Whole thing like that. So it's a lot of bad things that can come from this as well. People with, another thing that's bad, and we just got a list of things here that can be bad, is when other people start getting into the drama of the relationship.
Yeah.
We kind of alluded to it now, but we're enlarging up on it now. Is when other people get involved. You ever seen cliques form at work?
Yeah, and it's inevitable. There's going to be cliques at work.
They gonna be there.
Even if you say no clique, it's going to happen. You can't help it. You can't help drawn to the people that like you.
Yeah.
And they accept you.
And then sometimes people just look for, because that's what make their relationship. Okay, let me back up, because that's the stuff. Remember I talked about the excitement at work?
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes the excitement at work good for them. Now they have some drama to keep up with and to be involved in.
Yep.
So a lot of times what happens at work is when two people start getting, and this is why I just believe overall that it is not good. I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there. So all the listeners and the viewers, I don't believe that you should date people at work. I think you should just keep it away from that.
Said that first, what our view is.
Yeah, we probably should have. Should we have started out with that? Yeah, we should. I don't agree with it.
I don't agree with it either.
I don't think it is. It's a smart thing. I don't think that it's a good thing, because let's be real. Our jobs pay our bills.
Yeah.
Now if it's a career, you need your career to stay clear of drama.
That's for sure.
Because nothing gets around the office faster than some old gossip.
That's right.
Gossip is the only thing that moves regardless to race.
Yep, it sure does. Move faster than water.
You got a little Ching Lee over here knowing your business. Ching Lee ain't from this country and she know y'all business.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That's not good. I'm just saying, different people from different races, different ethnicities.
That's right.
Iqbal over there, he ain't from here. He know the business. That's because though nothing traveled in the office like gossip does.
People got to stay alive. They need something to do. Like you said, they need
that
something
drama.
to work to do.
That drama.
And let's talk about y'all.
Talk about what y'all got going on. And it's some people get bored at work. And then here's another thing. The reason that I don't agree with having a relationship at work, because of those people that like that drama, that love it, what they'll do is when they know y'all connecting up or whatever, then they always got something to tell you about their last ex, that the person they was with, or they did this or they did that, or then that gets involved, in things that's going on. Then when they see you out, they watching you the whole time. Yeah. I can't stand that.
Yeah.
Watching me because you want to report something, and I'm just saying, HR is one thing.
Yeah.
But the gossipers is a whole nother thing.
Yeah, colleagues are the number one rated. They can run a relationship in seconds.
Easily. And then everything you do, I'm gonna tell Jess. I'm gonna tell Jess. Shut up. You gotta tell Jess everything. I'm just doing something here. I ain't got nothing to do with Jess or nobody else.
Right.
Oh, he wore that. He tried to Jess. Look at him. Listen, I just dress nice for me. You get what I'm saying? Like, make everything about the relationship.
Yeah,
like this for me. I mean,
so is there a point where, when you date at work, is a point where you start being there for yourself? And where do you draw that line? How do you let people know? Should you make an announcement?
No. Here's the thing, and why it is such a web of complexity.
Yeah.
When dating at work is because when you are doing it, everybody's going to get involved. And I just believe if there's wisdom, listen, if you just got somebody and y'all really feeling each other, y'all really, really feeling each other, y'all need to set some rules. Hey, let's chill away from work.
Yeah.
Nothing at work. We don't need to come see each other. We don't need to be sending no messages. Matter of fact, at work, we cannot talk. I'm just being honest. I think that may be the best thing.
I don't know. Okay, and I'm speaking from a female perspective.
We don't disagree on that, love.
I'm not going to say female perspective. And you don't want to be ignored.
I get what that means.
Yeah.
And what it sounds like for me to say that. It's like we're hid.
Yeah.
And ladies like for everybody know who they. Ladies like for everybody know they all on Facebook showing shoes next to theirs, and you got everybody walking around trying to see who got them kind of shoes and all that. They like for people to know. But if you want your relationship to grow before they know, you need to take time to sow privately.
That's different. That's different.
That was good right there.
Yeah, because y'all don't even, before you know that if y'all really are something, then yes, it should be private.
It should grow before they know.
Yes.
That's my whole thing.
You know. I like that.
So even at work, if y'all got them feelings like, yo, I'm really feeling you, I'm feeling you. Now that's just establishing that we need to grow in knowing each other before we allow others to have any idea. And the reason that I say that is because your relationship needs to get strong.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
It needs to get strong. People gonna always think they doing you a favor by telling you all 50,000 of and made up folks. Just when I say 50,000, because made up people and actual people who you used to date.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think getting to know each other privately is best.
And dating don't mean sexual partner.
It does not.
I mean, you rolled up on them. For some folk, dating and undating and text messages, people who liked your pictures, you done gave it to all of them. I'm just being honest with you. You know this. You know I'm telling the truth. You laughing at me like I shouldn't have said that. That's the truth. You know some folk out there. Some people are like the library. Everybody get a turn.
Turn the pages.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Number one seller.
No, I said they like the library. I should have said like a doorknob. Everybody get a turn.
Yes.
Or
that's all right.
Like
it's
the
understood.
library open to the public.
It's understood.
Okay. Too far, too much.
It's too much. Thank you, Rock.
This is our podcast. We're just talking, having fun. Listen, so I think that before anybody lets people into what they are doing, if you're looking at this and you're like, I'm dating a colleague, or I got somebody I'm really feeling at work and they feeling me, I advise you, y'all need to have conversation and grow away from work. Matter of fact, don't allow work and your relationship to become synonymous.
Yes.
It's dangerous and it's deadly.
Yeah.
It's dangerous and deadly. You know, your there's a reason that there's a separation of church and state. There's a reason for it. And there's a reason that it should be a separation of your heart and your bread.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
It makes sense. Yeah.
There should be. It's healthy. It is healthy not to bring your heart to work.
Yes, it is.
Don't bring your heart to work.
So it can stay mended.
Because you'll wind up in the parking lot fighting somebody because they didn't eat your sandwich.
That's right. They didn't eat their half of the sandwich.
They didn't eat their half of the sandwich, and you took all night making that peanut butter jelly sandwich, and they sat down with somebody else.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you how messy people can be at work.
Yeah.
People know y'all feeling each other and stuff like that. Valentine's Day come around, people will spend their money to send roses or some kind of card to your man or your woman just to see how that fall out at work.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying that's messy stuff.
It is.
That's messy stuff. Because you know a lot of people on Valentine's Day at work be sending their own self stuff because you ain't got nobody.
I've never had to do that.
Everybody.
That's very sad.
Yeah, that's sad to do it. But what's most sad is when folk find out you're doing it.
Right.
That's most sad. Because now it's like you so alone and lonely. You got like a mental problem going on.
Yeah.
Just be single and happy.
Yeah.
You know?
Single and free.
Take yourself out to eat. Dance with yourself.
You know, self-dating is actually a really important thing to do for your mental health. Take yourself out and get to know you. You don't know what you want in a day if you're always around people all the time. You know, date yourself.
Okay. All right, we go. That was good, Jess.
What?
Because before you can give love to somebody else, you definitely need to know what love is for you.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And this is because I always say that in order to make love, to put together with specific ingredients, in order for you to make a cake, you have to put it together with specific ingredients, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in order to make love to somebody, you have to know what those ingredients are for them.
Yes.
That means in order for you to know that, you can't give somebody a German chocolate cake and they're allergic to coconuts.
That's right. Yeah.
You have to sit down and take the time to learn what they like, what they enjoy, how they enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because once you know that strengthens you because you've taken the time to learn them and it never stops.
Mm-hmm.
But now you know how to make love, but put together with specific ingredients. You know how to make that love for them.
Yeah.
And they know in turn how to do that for you.
Yeah.
And I just think that many times what skews that is when you have a relationship at work, you don't take enough time to talk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? You don't take enough time to talk because you got work and files and papers and customers and patients and different things like that to deal with.
Yep.
I just think that, you know, it needs to be that. I mean, you agree with what I'm saying?
I agree.
Because you know.
Yeah. I agree. I think that's patience to be patient.
I just believe that the first love that needs to be made is the conversation. The giving and receiving of conversation and information.
Yeah.
That helps you all to learn each other, know each other.
Keep it simple.
Notice I didn't say love each other. Learn each other.
Yes. Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. What do you mean by that? Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. It's just the exchange of conversation. Basic. Go back to basics. Don't have to be all extravagant. Go back to basics.
Like a note, send them a note with 2 check boxes.
Because all they know is your name.
I like you, you like me.
Yes.
Check yes or no.
Right. No. Well, yeah, basically. Take it back to basics.
We was creating whole PowerPoint templates on regular paper.
That's right.
When we was in grade school. Check yes or no.
Innovating thoughts.
Didn't even spell yes right.
Right.
So this was good. I really enjoyed this. What do you think about this?
This one was really good. It was really thought provoking. Yeah.
Listen, if you're at work, and just to sum all of this up, if you're at work and you are feeling somebody, that's just our advice.
Yeah.
That's our advice. One, I don't agree with relationships at work. Take your relationship offline.
Offline. Oh, I like it.
That was good.
Yes. Take it offline.
Take
completely.
it offline. Don't do it online. When I say online, that's work.
Yes.
Take that joker offline.
Completely.
Meaning away from away from everybody.
Unplug. Hide the plug.
Right. And that's what it needs to be. All right. If you enjoyed this podcast, you get a chance to go by Spotify, Apple, anything like that, go and follow us, subscribe to Rock and Jess World so that you can get all of our content. We even have special content that we put out that's just for our subscribers only. But if you enjoy a good podcast, we're on all podcasts, the major podcast platforms. You can also go to YouTube and follow us. We have Rock and Jess Adventures. We also have Rock and Jess Podcast. This is our newest channel to the team. Rock and Jess World, Rock and Jess World Adventures, Rock and Jess World Podcast. And if you just want to get even closer to us, we have a phone number. If you have questions on things that you'd like for us to talk about, hit us on that phone number that's always down in our description. Hit us on that phone number, and we'd be glad to answer that question on our podcast. We'll answer that question on the podcast. If you get a chance, go by our website, which is
www.rockandjessworld.com.
That's it, www.rockandjessworld.com. We look forward to seeing you, meeting you, hearing from you. You can also email us. Listen, we can send up smoke signals. We'll get it.
We'll get it.
But anyway, we just enjoyed talking to you all today. And this was work life and whether it's good or not to date a colleague. And we don't think it is.
We don't.
This is Rock and Jess World. Y'all have a great day.
Bye.
On track, now we gon' way up.